Why are you always late? Mr. Harris was a strict teacher who couldn't tolerate lateness. One student, David, was always late. Day after day, David would rush into class, and each time, Mr. Harris would scold him in front of everyone. One morning, when David was late again, Mr. Harris shouted, "David, stay after class today. We need to call your parents." David nodded quietly, his eyes filled with worry. Later that day, as Mr. Harris was heading home, he noticed something in a nearby alley. There, crouched next to an elderly woman in a wheelchair, was David. David was gently feeding her soup, his hands shaking with care. Curious, Mr. Harris walked over and asked, "David, who is this?" Startled, David stood up quickly. "This is my grandma. She can't walk or eat by herself. I take care of her every morning before school." "And where's your parents?" I asked. "My parents are gone. We live alone now," he whispered sadly. Mr. Harris felt a deep regret. All those times he had punished David, he never knew. Placing a hand on David's shoulder, Mr. Harris said softly, "I'm sorry, David. I didn't understand. We should never judge without knowing the whole story."